Oof. Hey. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Friday Mailbag. Boy, do I have a lot of stuff in a stack right here that I cannot wait to show you. This is, of course, my San Diego Comic-Con haul video. There's so much here, but of course, as always, even though San Diego Comic-Con happened last week and this was my first moment to be able to share all that stuff, as always, we are going to start with our pulls. Good to see you here. Simon in the chat. Love to see it here. We got a couple of things. These are my two pickups here. Obviously, I had to get this, right? Obviously, that's pretty obvious. Good to see Kelly in here. And then this, of course, the Titans Annual by my good friend Phil Jimenez. He was talking this one up big time at his panel with TJ Shevlin, and the reviews are glowing on that book. So I'm very excited about that. But that's not, you didn't come here for that. You wanted to see all the stuff. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys a little bit here. I didn't get a ton of stuff. Right? I did get shouted out at this Cape and Cowl Con that's going to be happening. I'm very excited to check that out. It is in Alameda. They invited me to come up. We'll see if I can find a way to make that up there. But there's a lot going on here. There's a lot to show off. So, including a break, the Big Green Monster versus the Big Green Monster. So we're going to do a couple of things. First, this was, I believe, the first thing I got was a set of Iron Giant stickers. These are original from 98, I believe 98, right? 99 it says here, that were gifted to me by the Taffeta Darling. And so I'm very, very excited to have those here. There's there's so much stuff here. Like, the stack is wild. So I'm going to try to do this. There's going to be no order. I was like, that's just not happening. This is a rule book for the long walk. This was something that my good friend Tim asked me to pick up and mail him, and I got like one of the last ones. So that's very excited. Very exciting. I'm gonna have to give him that. I also won this thing. I followed these guys, and they had all these Rocketeer stickers, and I was like, oh yeah, I'd love that. And then they were like, we're out of those. You can only get a Winnie the Pooh. But Saturday morning cards, I've been seeing a lot of these guys lately, so they're really getting into it. I got some pins. We got this great Mondo pin from my good folks at Mondo. I'm not sure who gave me this one, if it was Hector or Bob, or of course Attack Peter, one of them, but it's great. Also, this is a great Comic-Con pin, official pin from yesterday's. Our good buddy and cool friend Rocom set those ones up. Another great pin. I got this as a little birthday hey heads up gift to my good friend Lisa Harden, who of course we both know Brett from Mint on Cards. So, and this was great. This was a pin that I picked up because I was picking up a pin for somebody else who was looking for one. These are some really fun postcards I got from Antarctic Press, I believe. Oh, Monkey Minion, that's who it is. These people actually used to make great greeting cards, and I always missed them, and I thought they had started greeting cards again, but no, it's just these incredible, adorable postcards, so I was still very happy about that. I also got this incredible Flippy Tunes sticker from the amazing Jim Fletcher. I love the Flippatoon stuff. The idea that these things are interchangeably shaped, so upside down or right side up. It's really, really rad. I got a set of Krangs, like two Krang, David Bowie Krang, Marge Krang, Bebop Krang, from the Digital Pimp. I also got a shirt from them that I am still trying to find. I tried it on in a hotel room. And you could see all the creases in it. So I was like, all right, well, we're not gonna wear this on the floor right now. And now I cannot seem to find it. But when I do find it, I will show a post and all that and do that. My good for Penguin Krang right up here, or putting on the Ritz Krang, however we want to view it. Krangolangelo. But yeah, very good stuff. I got these two really fun packs of cards from my good buddy Dave Perillo, which I'm going to save for a really fun thing. This is really fun. I got from my guys at Ton Ton Press. I was hanging out with them and they were giving stuff away in these bags, and I lost my mind. I was like, I can't believe you still have these bags. And they were like, you want one? And I said, you're damn right I want one. So they gave me one of those, which I'm absolutely into. This is a t-shirt that I picked up for a friend of mine. This is the Rucking Foughton Sinners San Diego Comic-Con exclusive for my good friend Whitney. She's my boxing bud. And of course, always love to see Jeff Hadasek. And he got me a little gag gift because he had posted a joke about this. And we were making fun of it, but I was like, but also that's like a really practical thing. Like that's a really smart invention. And so he got me one, which is another reason that like companies like Amazon, huge mistake. Because you can just be like, oh, you know what'd be funny is if I bought this thing. But it is funny, and who knows? I might use this idiot thing. But very, very funny. Good way to trust me. If you're a dude and you've ever shaved, you understand that that's a nightmare. Got this pin from Alex Pardee. La bye bye. I also got 2 shirts from Alex. One is this really rad Bullet Time shirt, and I got to be honest, I wasn't familiar with the property of Bullet Time. I just loved the design. And the other one I have is the Jordan style logo of Dalsum, and it just says Dalsum on it. And I wore that to the WNBA game. This is not from Comic-Con. I just picked this up when I went to. Logan saying I literally just trimmed my beard. Could have used this. Grabbed this at the Naked Gun with my good buddy Eric Barnes, and so we snatched that. Movie was fantastic, by the way. Oh, and that does remind me, while I have you guys here, the movie's fantastic, and if you have a chance to see it, please do. I also grabbed a couple of these Swerve Stricklands for Eric. Only 1,000 of them were made, and I managed to come across an extra one. So I have another one of these. I'm not a big modern wrestling aficionado, but I do have that. Last I checked, they were selling for about $100, which was really, really, I could have done something with that, I guess. Or I could do something with that. Who knows? Let's talk about buddies and friends. My friend Todd Knock hooked me up with his sketchbook. Todd, great guy, and I have been around him, and I've semi-known him for quite some time, but this was the first time me and Tom Krajewski hung out with him at the DC Drinks, he and his lovely wife, and just kind of, he was like, hey, take one of these when I said goodbye. Todd is great. Another good friend, Dustin Nguyen, gave me this one, which is just absolutely, this is so beautifully bound, look at the texture here. Yeah, Young Justice High, right? But this is by Dustin Nguyen, who's just one of my favorite people. And just, I have artwork from him from 2004, and just really, really great stuff. And if you like any of his little Gotham stuff or the stuff he did with the Batman and Robin, really, really rad. I love that a lot. Dustin's a great dude. I did get a couple of things signed, some for myself, just as little mementos. This I got signed by my buddy J.G. Jones as sort of a celebration, kind of a vibe here. I just had it, and I was like, hey, let's sign that. Same thing with this one that I had recently picked up. This is obviously Ron Lim. And it looks like did the white kind of smear a little bit? Maybe it transferred off to the case, but it's into the sleeve, but it's not. It didn't transfer onto the book, so that's good. And also I got more stuff signed by Ron Lim, but I don't want to show it off on here. But I did get his, and I'll probably do a post of it. But I did get his comic book professionals trading card signed and remarked by him. I also got this because I thought this was really fun, the Marvel Swimsuit issue signed by my buddy Mark Brooks. It was really fun. And then the last thing that I kind of walked away with that I have, and of course, and Logan's watching this, so he's going to be very excited. I of course had finally made friends with, and by that I mean just we've been around each other, but we hadn't really talked. John Boy Myers, who some of you might know, and I know Logan's gonna pop when I flip that over, because he knows exactly what this is from. This is, of course, Rogue, and if you don't know, this is Rogue. This is the base card of Rogue from Marvel Snap. So John Boy Myers is one of the regular Marvel Snap artists. And so, along with just loving this dude as like a good guy, like this was really cool to get a hold of. Yeah, there he is. Logan's like, yeah, hell yeah. I forgot that was right next to me because I had it off to the side because I wanted that to be a little bit of a surprise. Now, the other thing is that I met the owner, and this is actually something that that of course Logan, myself, and Tom Ryman have been sort of texting back and forth about is Overpower. If you remember Marvel Overpower, and there was DC and Image and all that, they're back. And they are really going in there, starting with Edgar Rice Burroughs and the World Legends. And so it's a lot of really cool stuff. And so the owner of the company gave me these 4 starter decks, and he's like, yeah, just play and see what you... I think he didn't understand. The dude was Italian. I was telling him about Tom, and I was like, yeah, my friend actually did the Kickstarter, and he's got all this stuff, and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, well, take these and play them and tell me what you think. And I kind of wanted to be like, oh, no, you don't have to do that because, you know, we already have it. But I also might, because I'm sure Tom has these, I might send these to my friend Tim as well, because he and I were Overpower kids together, and he and his son love playing games together. So this might actually be a very good thing, is these starter decks. But what he also gave me that wasn't starter decks was a whole bunch of packs, and we gonna open them. And so I would love to see what is in here. I'm not sure where like the rare cards are going to be, but each pack has this contains 1 rare or ultra rare, 4 uncommon, and 12 common. Drop rates of each card type are common, 1 and 1.4, uncommon, or 11.4 uncommon, 3 and a rare point at 1 ultra rare, foil common. Okay, so there's foils and stuff. So it's going to be like standard. Hopefully we'll be able to see, but let's do it, baby. Let's open some Overpower cards, because I am in. So we have an Angry Mob. We have Don't Let It Get Away. And that's an Angry Mob. Oh, so they actually, the packs have cards at 17. And I'm assuming that K down there is for Kickstarter, maybe? And so you're getting just the Angry Mob, but you're also getting the supplement cards for Angry Mob. I actually really like that. Angry Mob, so it's Modern Age, Industrial Age. So 4573, 5185. Okay. Oh, I love that. And then more Angry Mob cards. And so it says there's 545. You can see there's numbers down there. 3, 4, 5. And then it looks like maybe this one might be one of the more rares. It's number 10. We have an any character card, Merlin's Magic. We have the Sheriff of a card for the Sheriff of Nottingham. We have a character sketch card. This is a 1 per deck. That's cool. I don't know if this is like one of the... I don't know rarity on these, so I'm not 100% sure. If anybody wants to look up what number... Oh, we got a Mina Harker. Now, I don't see any foils. But that is rad. So if anybody has access to the internet and wants to find out which cards in which pack are rare, please feel free to let me know, because it could be Mina Harker, because obviously she's a great character. Could be this Event Horizon. It could be this really rad Osiris card. We'll keep that in like, we'll keep these together in order until we can figure out which card is the rare, you know. It's usually somewhere in the middle of the packs, although sometimes they go in the back of packs. You can never tell. Was hoping for Alan Rickman, Sheriff of Nottingham. Yeah, I bet. So we have Carson of Venus. Okay. And they're going to have some Carson cards here. I actually really love how they put these packs together. Angry Mob should have an internet commentator card. No kidding, right? All right, so we have that, and we have Carson. We have, ooh, Dracula. I've heard of that guy. 4468. I don't know. I feel like we'd be better at combat, but that's fine. Nice. 70, 71, 72. So we didn't get 73, but we got 74. And we got 75. All right, we get a Teamwork Universal card. That's cool art. Hold the Dracula card in the mirror and read it. It says Alucard. The Round Table. The Round Table's team may place one any character special card to this home base. Oh, so it's like this is like a home base card. We have a multi-power card. We have a teamwork card. I remember playing this big time. And a Van Helsing. That's sick. So we got a Mina Harker and a Van Helsing as like the last cards in the 2 packs. Maybe those are the rares. I guess if we find a foil, it'll let us know like where, you know, where that rare might be. I don't know. Hercules. So he's a 3684. And so for so you don't know, it's like energy projection, fighting skills, strength, and intellect. Obviously, we have that in there. So we have Sowing Chaos, Great Club. I actually like how every card is numbered at the bottom. That's something that I prefer. Lionskin Cloak, Protector of Mankind, Slaying the Hydra. That's cool. And now we have another Mina Harker, but it's like a different looking Mina Harker. So let's take a look at that other Mina Harker that we pulled. That looks like it's the Victor Faro version. So this might mean it's like a rare version. So it might be last card, right? Alternate art, maybe. So that's kind of neat. Hopefully, I mean, that's like the best clue I have right now. And we have more Mina Harker cards. Jonathan Harker, Solicitor. All right. A Poseidon card. Nice. Another Mina Harker card in the middle of our Poseidons. So maybe these are the uncommons. Maybe these are all the commons. 3 uncommons and a rare. Is that how this goes? What does it say? Hold on. 4 uncommons, 12 commons, 4 uncommons, 1 rare. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that would make sense. Your 4 uncommons, Sun Wukong. And then our rare is Zorro. Hell yeah. So it looks like our last card is going to be that rare. And maybe that Mina's an ultra rare. We don't know. We don't know if any of these cards are ultra rare. But, you know, Zorro seems like he would be a high. He's an 8. Dre saying dibs on Zorro, who I can't pronounce. That's all right, Dre. You can get there. Here we go. So I'm guessing these are our commons. King Arthur. That's a good one. Various King Arthur cards. Tars Tarkas. So this is a John Carter of Mars, I believe, character here. 2763. And so we have those. Now I guess we're on our 4 uncommons and our rare, right? So we have Time Traveler, a Zeus character sketch card. Those are rad. A Morgan Le Fay. Ooh, a foil Mayasura sketch card and a Tarzan. So that's cool. Look at that. These are great. Yeah, the John Carter movie definitely was one of those ones where it should have been better received. But it is such a weird. It's weird. John Carter's a weird franchise to try to get going. It's like, so we have a Headless Horseman, 647 and 2. Bunch of Headless Horseman support cards. We have Ra, the God of the Sun, 8 energy, yeah, 255. And imagine if you have intelligence 6 and you're smarter than the God of the Sun. That's interesting. A common card with an 8. You know, that used to not be the case at all back in the day. So we have our Raws, and then we have a teamwork card. The Monkey Prince, it looks like. A Zorro card, 3 quick strokes. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Zorro gets me. And that's a 1 per deck, so that's cool. An all for one, 3 Musketeers card is another 1 per deck. A Deja Thoris card. Oh, nice. I hope we get that. And then we get the Time Traveler. That is really cool. And I do love that they put the artist's name. So Marino is down there. So that's really cool. So Time Traveler, that might be an alt card here. But again, very nice to give me these packs. The guy was just like, take these. Just take them. And I'll see you later. I didn't even know he was there. I didn't even know Overpower was there. I think Tom had mentioned it in passing, and I kind of forgot. So we have a Leonidas, 1854. They need the All For Love, 3 Musketeers. Yeah, so you get, Sting, Bryan Adams, and I forget who the other one was. Was it Phil Collins? Seems like something Phil Collins would have done. Rod Stewart. It was Rod Stewart. So we got our Leonidas cards here. Then we got that Poseidon. We get him. 7 energy, 2, 7, 5. So God of the Sea. Put him up against Ra. See how it goes. And our uncommons, we have a teamwork card that looks like it's based in little Lewis Carroll space here. A teamwork card that's clearly the Knights of the Round Table kind of energy. A Mr. Hyde. Oh, we like that. And any character Gunner Battle Valkyrie. And our rare is going to be a Carson of Venus. I hope that. Maybe that's the rare. Who knows? Gorgeous piece, by the way. What a pulp-looking card there. Love that. And I think we might actually be doing an Overpower break at some point in time. I know Tom said he was going to send me a box to open, and I think he was going to cherry pick a couple of the cards he needed, and then just give the rest to Patreon.com/Jeff May, members of the rookie card tier. We have a Cthulhu. Yeah, probably isn't a great fighter, but man, I love the idea that he's not like supremely intelligent. He's just mostly intelligent. But that's got to be a good one, right? Call of Cthulhu. I do love the way they do this. We have the Invisible Man. That Cthulhu is insane. Good one, Louis. Invisible Man, just, I'm in your house. So upsetting. Opponent must reveal hand and play open-handed for remainder of battle. Oh, that's a damn good card, though. Jesus. This is common? That can't be common. Maybe that's so rare. I don't know. I don't know how to figure it out. We have a teamwork card with the 3 Musketeers. We have a teamwork card that looks like one of those. So this, I don't know. John Carter with Deja Thoris and all that. We have a Ra, Eye of Sekhmet card. And then we have the Wicked Witch. Oh, that's sick. 8325. We love that. So yeah, like figuring out which card is the rare card is going to be interesting, but the cards themselves just super cool. I really love these. I love that they're bringing Overpower back, a game that, I played, what, 30 years ago? Oh, God. Oh, God. We have a John Carter, 2675. Bunch of John Carter cards. Gorgeous artwork, by the way. I mean, oh, it's Joe Jusko. That's why. It's the guy that painted the original Marvel masterpieces. In case you're wondering why this looks so incredible. And then this one is not Jusko. We have a Morgan Le Fay. Nice. Yeah, a lot of 1 per decks coming up in these, too. Teleporting. The Land That Time Forgot. Another Joe Jusko painting, that's for sure. And any character. Merlin's Magic. We have another Teamwork card with Leonidas. Some Knight and Merlin. That's pretty rad. We have a John Carter of Mars Immortality card and a Mina Harker. A third Mina Harker? Okay. Lot of Mina Harkers. So we're going to try to figure out what the hell that means. Either way, I think this is great. Okay. Damn, son, we got Anubis. I think these are all themed to like the Edgar Rice Burroughs thing and a lot of stuff that falls not necessarily under. It's like a lot of public domain stuff. So you're going to get a lot of stuff that is like Egyptian royalty. And so the John Carter, they got the Edgar Rice Burroughs stuff. So you're probably going to see a lot of stuff around focused on that because, that's important. Oh, that's a good looking one. Oh, it's Peter Tomasi did that. I was like, man, that looks interesting. It looks like, oh, it's Peter Tomasi. I can see the name right down there. Really gorgeous. We have the Three Musketeers, 2755. May not be Spectrum or Cumulative KO'd with Teamwork cards. That's nice. Yeah, you can see that there's like other things. Like you can Spectrum KO, where if somebody takes damage from all of them or 3 of them, I don't know what the case may be in this case, but we got a foil rare maybe coming up. Iowa Santor. We have Poseidon Tsunami. Oh, wow, look at that. Kelly, you're really in on the Egypt stuff here. Teamwork card. We have a Deja Thoris. And our foil in the back here is an Angry Mob foil. That looks pretty cool. I'll put that back in, y'all. And here we go. This is the last booster pack that we got here, but very excited. Loving this stuff. We have a Jeanne d'Arc. That's beautiful art. Tomaselli. Yeah, these are beautifully done. This company right here, and I love that it's called Lazarus. Rising Games. Because, Lazarus, overpowered died 20-something years ago. We got another foil coming up in here, by the way. Jeanne d'Arc. And it is a King Arthur. So that's pretty cool. Gorgeous cards. Oh, another foil here. Look at that. That's pretty rad. Wait. Are these all foil? All these King Arthurs are foil. Can you see that? Is this a God pack? Half a God pack? Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Yeah, look at that, huh? That's really red. A Leonidas. Oops, mostly foils. We got this Battle Valkyrie again, which, like, that's not practical. It's great art, but she's she's missing some protection somewhere in her armor. A nice teamwork. An any home base card, Dragon Legend. And our final card here is a badass Hercules, and very excited because he is Greek. Okay, very exciting. No, incredible artwork. I'm not familiar with the artist. I'm gonna have to look them up. But man, that is incredible looking. So, um, yeah, we don't know Viking anatomy. That Valkyrie anatomy. That might be plenty. Fair enough. Right? Sometimes you have a Gandalf-looking dude holding up a staff. I think you meant that was Merlin you were talking about. I think. So that being said, now, I mean, Comic-Con was a great moment to spend time with the people that I care about. It was really, really incredible. Yeah, that's the joke I was gonna make, Logan. Then I was like, maybe it would, but yeah, just Google "gay Hercules" and I'll be able to find the artist. Yeah, this thing has taken a beating from the from there, but a couple of these. But it really, this was just I brought this in case I ran into Scotty because I love the cover so much. But this is just one of those scenarios where I had a really, really great time. As you can see, like I have a lot of things here, but a lot of it was stuff I kind of stumbled into. I didn't really buy much of anything. I bought shirt from Alex Party and stuff like that, but for the most part, it was all about just building those connections. I talk about it on my San Diego Comic-Con review, which is on patreon.com/Jeff May. If you remember, it's about a 40-ish minute episode of me just discussing the vibe of Comic-Con this year and how different it was this year than last year, because it truly was a different moment. If you want some of these cards, patreon.com/Jeff May. Sign up for that rookie card tier. For my current rookie card tier, folks, I hope it's okay. I might combine June and July just because I'm already, I'm a little bit behind on June and everything like that. And I'd like to put those in together. And I'd like to get you just a bunch of cards if that works. It's been a very, very tight and scruffy month, but we're going to get those thrown together. But for now, everybody, please, please, please have a wonderful day. Be kind, be lovely, be wonderful. You're incredible. Have the greatest weekend. I will see you back here at the very latest on Wednesday for I Must Break You, because we got another good one coming your way. But until then, I love you so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye.